This is one of those situations where you really should be careful what you wish for. What is up, everybody? It is Lawrence, and while I had crazy aspirations for this specific sneaker, so several weeks back, the first a cold wall / Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star Lugged dropped, and it was this awesome colorway that I absolutely loved. And in my head, I was like, whoa, wait a second. If there was a black version, it'd be even sicker. Not even true. And within a week or two of the white version or gray version releasing, they actually announced a black version, which I didn't even know of at the time when I made the original video, but I wish they had made a black one. And that just released, and I just got these in the mail not too long ago, so I'm heavily disappointed. But this is the Chuck Taylor All-Star between Converse and a cold wall, done in the black colorway. So let's start with the upper like we always do. The materials on the upper are really made out of two main materials. The first one is this really heavy-duty rubber with pieces of it all throughout. So you see this really thick piece that is on the bottom side of the upper, and then you have two other overlays of that same type of upper done in geometric shapes over here as over here. And then you also have the same thing on the medial side as well. The cool thing about the medial side is you do have the Chuck Taylor Converse All-Star symbol embossed into there. The cold wall logo is also done over here on one panel, and then another panel in the back done in a horizontal and vertical way. On the very front of the sneaker, you have your most iconic part of the Chuck Taylor done here, which is that rubber part that kind of cuts across the front of the toe box. Then the second material is this nylon that is underneath all the rubber pieces that I was talking about, and it's actually pretty durable, and it feels really good to the hand. And so I would say that it's a really nice, high quality material. There's a lot of fuse done all throughout this upper part, and it is done so poorly. The fuse itself has glue stains everywhere. It just seems like the edges are frayed. There's something about the construction that is just not great, and I'm really disappointed about all the fuse elements that are on the nylon parts of the upper. So what's cool about the lacing is that it's pretty typical all up until here, and then as you get towards the back, it goes into these plastic loopholes, and it goes around the back and finally back to the front for you to be able to tie it. I really do like that design aesthetic, and I think it's really cool. On the tongue itself, it's made out of more of that nylon material. It is very thin, and it also has more fuse in it. Now, if you're looking at the pictures that you're seeing over here, they look kind of nasty, right? And it's because there's all these like kind of almost like throw-up stains that are on it, as if you wiped off throw-up. That's how the shoe actually came, and so that's why I'm so disappointed in it. You can see on this panel over here, there's a really bad streak done in that white. I have no idea what it is. I'm not sure if it's glue. I have no idea if a baby threw up on it. It's also over here as well, and it's just all throughout. It is a really dirty shoe that came in the box. Hopefully other people did not have that problem. If you got a pair of these, did you see the same issues on yours? Because that alone makes me just not want the shoe. There's also kind of glue stains, like I said, on the fuse material. There's just a lot of things here that I don't love, and that really kills the shoe for me. To the bottom of the sneaker, you have the lugged, and so you can obviously tell that there are lugs on the midsole and outsole, and that's the namesake of the sneaker. What is kind of cool about this sneaker compared to the white gray version is that the bottom is actually translucent, and so I think it looks kind of cool. It kind of looks like a Doc Marten Airwear, and that is done in your typical Converse pattern on the outsole. What are my thoughts on this sneaker? Not great. I was really hyped to get this pair. This pair is definitely going back. There's no way I'm wearing a pair of sneakers with this much glue stains. Hopefully everybody else is not going to have this issue, and it was a pair that only happened on mine, but not okay. If you're gonna get a pair, I would personally stick with the white gray pair. I just think it looks a little bit more refined, and it definitely looks a little more aesthetically pleasing to my eye. This actually looks really plain to me. It looks like a combat boot type of thing, and while I thought it would look amazing and obviously probably good for your tech wear people, it's just okay to me. Actually, I don't like the black version. I'm just gonna say it out loud. Don't like the black one. I would never wear these. I have better black boots, and these are just not unique enough. With that said, I would say if you do like this pair, they're actually really comfortable. They're actually a lot more comfortable than they look. It looks super stiff. but when you kind of put your foot in it, it's actually pretty soft on the inside, and it moves with your feet pretty well. So I would say that from a comfort perspective, definitely not that bad, and I actually like these better than your typical Chuck Taylor, which typically has no cushioning at all. Finally, on sizing, this is the hardest part about the Chuck Taylor. So on the original version, I was actually able to try it on in store at the Converse store before purchasing. I went one full size down, and I would say that unless you have super wide feet, you're probably gonna go one size down in general. So if you do wear Chuck Taylors, I also go one size down on the Chuck Taylor. Same thing over here, so I would go one size down. Half size down is probably not enough because I still have a little bit of space even going one full size down. With that said, the width of the sneaker is not great. You know, my feet have actually rubbed against the side of the walls of the sneaker, and they're not that comfortable after several hours. And so definitely something you should keep in mind, that if you do have wider feet, I would just not recommend the shoe in general. But if you really love the look, it hopefully will expand over time. I haven't had enough time with mine to actually know. The thing unique about this sneaker is that the nylon is definitely just a little bit water resistant. I wouldn't say waterproof. And the way the tongue is sewn into the upper, there's no gap. So you know, if water were to fall in here, it would actually just kind of slide off into the front. And it's designed that way on purpose to be a little bit water resistant. I would not go into a puddle with these, but if there is light rain, more than likely your foot would not get soaked, and I'm 100% sure this rubber paneling is going to be pretty good at being water resistant. And that's it, guys. If you like this video, definitely hit the thumbs up button. If you like this type of content, definitely think about squeaking. I don't really know. I don't really have something cool to play off of this. Squeak on that subscribe button so you can get more content. Hit the bell icon so you get notifications. And until next time, this is the Converse, a cold wall, Chuck Taylor, Lugged.